Brandy Creates here. Just gonna make you a tutorial to show you how I made the paper bag mini album that I used when I made this So Blessed album. You can find the link to purchase this at brandycreates.com if you're interested in this workshop here. And in the interest of this particular book, I used 5 paper bags, but you can also make a paper bag album with just 4. So I have Dollar Tree paper bags here. You can use them from anywhere, but just note if you get my workshop kit that the measurements are specifically for those, so you may need to adjust slightly. So you would just take your measuring tape or your ruler or whatever and measure how big this flap is and how long they are and things like that, okay? All right, so to start, what you're gonna do is you're gonna fold the bum over. Sorry, that's my boys. Fold the bum over, make sure that it lines up properly here. Because, see, this one's tending to go crooked, so make sure that it's just lined up properly there, and then force it with your bone folder where you want it to go. Okay? And then you'll take your trusty paper cutter, cut it at 6 1/4. Okay? All right, now, you don't have to do this step, but I like a lot of photos and a lot of stuff in my books, so I cut this bulk off right here because you don't need this, and it just adds stuff. It just adds too much bulk, so there, trash. Okay, so here is your page, 1 page. Now, how you start attaching them is you make 5 like this, all right? I've got mine already cut up, so I'm gonna take 2 and just line them up on the fold right here. Fold this one over, okay? Then slide it on top of that one, just like so. Then I'm gonna take my score tape, because it's super strong, and line the pockets. I'll show you. I'll do this real quick. This is gonna be a pouch. So I'm just gonna do the sides and the bottom. Okay. Seal that down. We just want to make sure that everything stays real nice and tight. You don't want the album to fall apart on you. Okay, so remember we were like this, folding it over, sliding it down on top. Line up this bottom flap perfectly with your page, and the top one too. I don't see it hanging out anywhere, so I think I'm good to go. Okay, now peel off your score tape. Fold it over. There you go. Ta-da! Now you have your pouch and your flap. So you do this process twice. I've already done. Okay. So you have 2 of these where 2 bags are stuck together twice, right? You'll put 1 flap on this side, fold it over so the back is here. Then you'll take this one and flip it upside down so their backs are up against each other like that. All right, now you're gonna need 3 pieces of Kraft paper cut at 3 inches by 5 inches and then scored at 1 1/2 right down the middle. So I've already done that, and I've already score taped them on each side. This is how we're gonna bind the book together. So I'm just gonna line it up real good again because I was talking and I got it all crooked again. All right, that looks pretty good. I've left a little bit of a gap there. So hopefully the pages will turn a little bit easier. All right. Ta-da. Now, this is 5 inches, like I said, so it's going to be a little bit shorter than the album, so you just need to line it up with the fold there. and not the top and the bottom. Okay. There we go. I'll peel these off and do the other side. Put that over there. Okay. Now, see how it's like a little wrinkled in here? That's okay if you get some wrinkles in there because you're going to cover this entire thing with paper. Okay, so that's how we have 4 of them together. Now, if you're going to do just a 4-bag album, this is where you would just connect the cover to this one and the back cover to this one, and that's your 4 bags entirely, and your album would be done. I've added a 5th one for this one, though. So where's my page? Here it is. Okay, so how we're going to do this one is make a pouch. So I'm going to take my score tape. Now, take my pouch, line this up exactly. And I'm just going to fold it over, like so. Ta-da! There you go. That's your 5 bags. Easy as can be. Now we're going to attach the cover. Okay? So to make the cover, I have taken chipboard and cut it to 6 3/4 by 5 1/4. Actually, it should be this way. 6 3/4 by 5 1/4. This can be anything. I think this was the bottom of a paper stack. Is what that writing is. So you can use anything because you're going to cover it with paper. Okay. So I'm going to take one of my 3 bindings that were 3 by 5 and attach it here, and then attach to there. And that's just how you're going to make the cover. Simple as that. Okay, so your this is a little bit longer and a little bit taller and longer, so that when you have your tags in the bags, that they don't hang out too far, and you can still attach a ribbon or whatever you would like. So I'm just going to line this up so that I can get a good angle and see where it's at. Line it up like that, and then going to line my cardboard up on that 9-inch mark there, just so that I make sure that the book is squared off, the cover and the back, all that. So we don't want it to not meet itself, you know what I'm saying? There we go, folks. That was it. Easy peasy. You can take your bone folder and just seal that score tape down if you like. Now, if you've gotten it crooked, you can use a like undo, take it apart and redo it. I've done that several times. And now all you do is decorate it. So you can put a piece of ribbon underneath your front and back page to hold it together after you get all of your photos in it, or you can do maybe a button and a piece of elastic around the button to hold it together. This is what the binding looks like. You can cover this with a piece of canvas if you would like. After you put the paper on it, then just wrap the canvas around, and that can be like a decorative binding. You can put some lace over it or whatever you like. But this is it. Super simple. Takes maybe 10 minutes to do. And you can really fit a ton of photos in here inside of all of these pouches and on all the pages. I absolutely adore this little thing. Super quick. I hope you guys love it too. God bless.